I guess Now I have Darren Coffey joining me for an interview before the senior football final on Sunday. Thanks a million, Darren, for taking your time out. I know it's a busy week up around your way. I suppose Rathnew back in the final after 5 years, where the Rathnew people will tell you they should be, and exciting times with basically, I suppose, a new team for yourselves.
It's very exciting the last couple of weeks around the village. Everyone's been looking forward to it. It's been a few years there since we've been back, since we've been in the final. We've lost a lot of experienced players since the last day, so there's been a bit of rebuilding job. The young fellas are delighted to be back in the final. We're delighted to have them there, and we're looking forward to Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose we'll look back before we go forward. Huge results all through this have been. It's something you could nearly write a book on at this stage. All the comebacks and all the different things that have happened with this team. They're never beaten. That never say die Rathnew spirit. As you said, there's a nice blend of youth and experience, but just offhand, drawn the first day with Tinnahealy, you beat Dunlavin then, and probably the scoreline at the end of the Dunlavin match was a tough enough match for a while, but like Rogue 7 points down, Barton last 5 points down, came back to draw. Kiltegan 9 down and a man down. Tinnahealy 6 down. It's near enough the stuff of legends now. If you can get over the line, on Sunday, I think Netflix or something that will be looking for you.
Yeah, well, they haven't. Their heart spirit's been fantastic all year, and we've worked on it from the start of the year. Their character, it's a big part of, I suppose, Rathnew teams in the past, and even the young fellas and these young fellas that have come up through the ranks. The past players have always had that, and they've kind of took it on board themselves. And the way things has panned out this year has been very competitive championship. A lot of games could have went either way, and we're tough to be in the final anyway on Sunday. So hopefully the lads do well.
Yeah, and I suppose, Darren, and people kind of forget your league champions as well. That's you've been very consistent all through the year, and you're bringing that right into October now, which is huge going forward. And I suppose taking a quick look at what's facing you, it's a very good Blessington team. Champions from 2 years ago. They're no shrinking violets. They're physical. They're a good, big, strong team, and Sunday's going to be a real battle.
Yeah, like we're under no illusions either. What we're facing them, we are underdogs, I suppose, for a reason. For the last, 2 or 3 years, they've definitely been one of the best teams in the county. They're county champions from 2 years ago. The 4, 5, maybe 6 county players on it. So we're under no illusions. But like our lads are coming to try and enjoy the day, try and give it their best, and try and get a performance out of them is the thing, and see where it takes us. That's our aim anyway. So hopefully it goes well for them.
Yeah, and I suppose from your own point of view with the whole setup, it's a new management team. It's probably new ground for yourselves as well, and you're probably, as I suppose, feeling your way into it. I know you're very experienced lads yourselves from county finals and everything else, but the management thing probably brings a little bit of a different view to it.
Yeah, it's totally different to playing anyway. Mark and Nicky have been great to me, and the whole management team, all the way between Ronan and Leighton and everybody. I don't want to start naming names or miss out a few, but it's been a big team effort all the way through. And we've tried to work on the lads all the way and trying to help them and get them to enjoy their football. Football is a sport at the end of the day, and even though there's a big commitment involved, they have to enjoy it. And that's what we've tried to focus on all year, get back enjoying it. And they've done that, you know what I mean? So hopefully they enjoy Sunday as much as they can. And please God, it'll go well for them anyway.
Yeah, and look, I suppose, but one thing you have to say is they are enjoying it. We're certainly enjoying it, looking at them as well. They're real value for money from a neutral's point of view. Thanks a million, Darren, for taking your time out. As I said, it's a busy week, and the very best of luck on Sunday. I hope everything goes well for you, lads.
Thanks very much, Emin. I much appreciated it. Right? Thanks very much.
I'm here today with Blessington manager Brian Cardiff. Brian, thanks a million for taking your time out on such a busy week in the lead up to the final. Great to be back here for Blessington, I suppose. It hasn't been an easy trek through. A good start to your campaign with 2 wins, and a little bit rocky then, I suppose, and a draw with Avondale seeing you through. But the real standout for me is the last 2 performances from this Blessington team against last year's champions in particular, but the last day against what were most people's favourites for the championship, a really strong Arklow Gerrards team. You showed real grit and great football to get through that one.
Yeah, look, as you say, it hasn't been plain sailing at all. The first 2 games with a good start against Bray, followed it up with a good performance against Antoker. Fell a bit flat against Arklow the first day out and lost by 5, and they were full value for that. Then Kiltegan caught us cold early with 2 goals. We didn't recover from it fully, lost by 2 there, and something similar against Avondale. 2 goals conceded early in the game, and we were just climbing the mountain after that. Thankfully, we scraped out a draw there, and it was enough to get us out of the group stages into the quarter-finals. And then probably coming into the quarter-final, we had a weekend between the group and the quarter-final. We got a couple of sessions in that weekend, just reset the group, and took the approach that we're as far on as we can be. Regardless of how the group games went, we could only be at the quarter-final stage at that point. And to be honest, getting St. Pat's in the quarter-final was probably the perfect draw to focus the minds, because who better to draw the best out of you than the current county champions. And thankfully, look, we got a performance that day. We got over the line by a couple of points, and it did a lot for the morale in the group.
Yeah, and as we said, the last day against the Gerrards was, particularly for me, was a real standout performance. You have a team littered with leaders. You have a good blend of youth and experience there. Probably shook the monkey off their back a little bit 2 years ago by winning that championship, and back in a final again. I suppose looking forward, we were just speaking before this, Rathnew are coming down the line. We've seen all year with this Rathnew team, I suppose, what they can do from almost anywhere, from any position. They're never gone, they're never dead, they're never buried. But I suppose your lads just have to go out and keep in front, play your game, and not worry about Rathnew, and get down to the last few minutes in this final and have the game in your own hands.
Yeah, essentially, as you say, 2 years ago, the bulk of these lads won a championship for the first time in 38 years, which is a huge thing for not just the playing group, but the club as a whole. So maybe took a bit of the monkey off the back. And I'm hoping that experience, along with a lot of these lads lost the county final in 2017 as well, sort of experience of playing in county finals and coming out on both the good side and the bad side of it. So we're hoping that'll stand to them going into Sunday. But to the point on Rathnew, we're essentially facing the team that are never beaten, and we have to be fully conscious of that, and we'll have to draw on all that. The leadership across all lines of the field that you just described, to try manage out the game as best we can. And look, if we take our eyes off these lads for a second, it could be fatal. So that's the big challenge that's facing us this week now.
Yeah, and look, I suppose we alluded to it as well in the build-up. It's just a great time of the year to be still involved. Finals, there's build-up, there's a buzz around. The kids are wearing the jerseys, everything. For yourself coming in as a manager here as well, it must be huge to get a team here, and now to just to push the final push for that last hour on Sunday, as you said. Hopefully, just to put the final touches on it.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, it's my first year with the lads here in Blessington, but I suppose coming into a group that was after winning a championship in the previous 2 years, the ambition and the standards were set fairly high. So it was I won't say it was easy to come into it, but they were a very easy group to work with from the start because of that hunger within the group. And then winning it 2 years ago, falling short last year, maybe feeling that they underperformed in the quarter final last year, just brought a bit of hunger back into the lads for this year. So thankfully we've been able to manage our way through it and channel that hunger to get us to where we are. But to that point, the buzz around the place is great, the town, the club, all that sort of stuff. But the challenge now is just keeping the focus on one more job, and hopefully we can enjoy it after Sunday evening.
Yeah, well, look, as I said earlier, thanks a million for taking your time out this week. It's been a pleasure to have a chat with you, and we'll wish you the very best of luck on Sunday. I hope everything goes well for you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're all very welcome to Aughrim here today for the Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship Final between Blessington and Rathnew. A cracking day here. We're just speaking off air. I have Podge Doody with me on co-commentary again. Thanks for joining me, Podge. There's perfect conditions here in Aughrim. A huge crowd after turning out. Don't let the stand at the far side fool you. This bank underneath us here is packed to capacity. We've had to close the gates because of the crowds of cars coming in. The car park is full. It's a real testament to both clubs the way they've turned out here, Podge, and this has all the makings of a cracking game. We had a real, I suppose, crazy finish yesterday to the intermediate football finals. The only way to explain it, Anna Curra looked like they snuck the game really, and Barnderry came and took it back in the dying minutes. There was all sorts of things happened. We had cards, we had penalties, we had everything you'd want from a game. I think this one is going to line up pretty much the same.
Yeah, and it could. Don't be surprised if we have a crazy finish to this one as well. Particularly if, say, we find Rathnew were maybe 3 or 4 points down coming into injury time, and they start bombing balls in on the edge of the square, and anything can happen then. We've seen it happen on numerous occasions, even this year alone. Like we talk about coming back against Rogue, I think they were 6 points down, and came back against Kiltegan 9 points down, playing with 14 men, and same then against Tinnahealy, 5 or 6 down at half time, so you can never rule out Rathnew. I think Blessington will want to get, if Blessington get on top, they'll want to keep going and try and build up a lead if they can.
Yeah, and I suppose, look, we've been given a few changes already. I think there's another 1 or 2 on the Rathnew team to what we've been given according to the way they're lining up behind the band. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, I suppose, for if you're a Rathnew supporter. Blessington had their bit of a blip in the middle of their championships. They have 2 losses in the middle, a draw then with Avondale, but they've come really strong with wins against Pats and Arklow Gers. As we said, Rathnew have found their way here. They find their way into finals, and they find ways in finals, so Blessington will have to be on their toes. But the matchups for me is going to be really intriguing here. We could have some great battles. Jamie Snell, Kevin Quinn, all over the field. Theo Smith, maybe Dan Cooney or Craig Maguire picking him up. All over the field here, there's matchups that are really, really intriguing.
Yeah, and knowing Rathnew, they won't worry too much about who they're marking. And that's what they're always like that. They trust their defenders to do a job for them, and every one of them wants the big job, so they won't mind who's marking Kevin Quinn or Anthony McLaughlin. Whoever ends up on them and things like that. I'd say Blessington might try and get their matchups a little bit better, all right.
Yeah, as we can see, the Rathnew support just releasing the balloons down at that end of the field. We're going to give you a quick run through the teams here. First up on your screen, we have the Blessington men. In goal is Rob Gilligan, 2 Stephen Bowen, 3 Conal O'Galcower, and 4 is Aaron Kern. Kevin Hanlon, Jack Gilligan and Paul McLaughlin make up the half-back line. Craig Maguire and Dan Cooney in the middle of the field. We have Owen Keogh, Anthony McLaughlin and Jordan McGarn in the half-forward line, with Dan Silk Featherstone, Kevin Quinn and Mikey O'Connor in the full forward line in there. The Rathnew team has a couple of changes. Just coming up on your screen there now, it's Ronan Doyle in goal. Adam Byrne wears 2, Jamie Snell and Gary Byrne. 23, Fiona O'Sullivan replaces number 5, William Morehouse. JT Hayden at centre back and Sam O'Dowd at wing back. Number 2, Conor Lenihan is in for Kieron Coffey, from what we can make out here, with number 9 and their captain Theo Smith in the middle of the field. Sam Healy is on the wing with number 11 Jody Merrigan, replaced by number 19 James Stafford. 12 is Callum Clark, 13 is Owen Doyle, 14 is Sean Coffey, and Eddie Doyle makes up the team for the Rathnew men. Right, as you can see, nervous times probably, but there's a lot of these Rathnew lads won't be too nervous. It's only 2 years ago since the bulk of this Blessington team have done it. You can just about hear the atmosphere underneath. We have the blue smoke from the Blessington, we have balloons from Rathnew. It's an absolute cracking atmosphere here in Aughrim today. A wonderful, wonderful spectacle. Brilliance from both clubs, the way they've lined out with their colours. If you had a shop full of blue and white material and red and green material, your shares would be well up this week, Podge.
Yeah, and I'm just looking here, everybody standing in the crowd, giving the players all the support they possibly can, and trying to be the 16th man, which could be important here today. If a team gets a run on the other team and how their crowd reacts, it's the atmosphere is electric here at the moment, so it is.
Electric is indeed. It's probably the best atmosphere I've seen a Hanny County final for years and years. The Blessington lads just going to line up for Iran Naveen, the Rathnew lads the same, just all their kids that were in the parade with them just going out. We're just about ready now.
Please pay due respect to the singing of our national anthem, Aughrim Levine.
There we have her.
Today by Fionn Whelan from the Blessington GAA Club.
Fionn Whelan from Blessington is going to sing Aughrim Levine. We'll give it due respect. Well done, Fionn. We're just about ready to rock and roll here. When I came into Aughrim earlier, there was some music playing. That music was Let's Get Down to Business, and that was very much what we're about to do here, Podge. As we said, a really hard one to call here, Podge. I don't know how you call it. Matchups, everything as we seen yesterday. It could all come down to a crazy few minutes at the end, but if it's half as exciting as yesterday, I can't wait for it.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Small margins are going to decide this game here today. The bouncing ball one way or the other, some player getting in a block and denying an opportunity, or some forward doing really well and losing a man, or like I say, you know, it could be just the bounce of a ball to separate these teams today.
Yeah, we have both sides just lining up. We're just going to see who it'll be into the town goal. Blessington will play in the first half. Defending the town end, it'll be someone has got to the scoreboard to have Rathnew a goal up already, so nothing that surprise you here. It's all players just look to be gravitating towards their positions. We've no real, as we said, Conor Lenihan is in. He's gone back to cornerback. The middle of the field, it's Sean Coffey and Theo Smith. The number 14 has come out. James Stafford has gone in to full forward. Eddie Doyle is in there. Owen Doyle is in there. Pretty much Blessington lining out as they are. Kieron Kenny, our match referee, gets the ball in. It breaks in the middle of the field. Already it's heavy going in there. Dan Cooney gets to the ball first. He's inside the 50-yard line. He has a runner off his shoulder. Pops a little ball off to Paul McLaughlin. Dangerous looking ball into Mikey O'Connor. Two men go back there. Is he fouled? No, says the referee. Play away as Ronan Doyle comes away with the ball up the field. Solos gets it to his defender, and Theo Smith goes back, drops to his 21, gets possession, fires the ball out as far as Adam Byrne. Byrne solos away up the field with the ball, pops it off to JT Hayden does really well, but it's a loose ball back to Theo Smith. Heavy pressure on the ball here, but Rathnew just about get away with it. Gary Byrne gives the ball to Callum Clark. Clark has a sea of blue and white in front of him, just turns back, gives the ball to JT Hayden. Numbers over on the far side for Rathnew. It's a foot pass. It's a loose looking foot pass, but Fionn O'Sullivan gets to it. Is he fouled? He is fouled, says the referee. It'll be a free to Rathnew. Sean Coffey takes responsibility for this one, pops it back to JT Hayden, 65 yards out from the town goal. Hayden has a look, gives it back to Sean Coffey underneath the stand. Rathnew now just looking to try and set up their first attack here as Blessington drop back into their defensive shape. JT Hayden solos, looks for that long dangerous ball into Stafford. Conall O'Galcar, big punch from O'Galcar there, well defended by Blessington. He's going to face lots of those today. It was a long ball in, and away comes Jordan McGarr with the ball. Up the field come the Blessington men. Ball is out into the hands here of Craig Maguire. Maguire does really well, gets it into Mikey O'Connor. Little foot pass inside to McLaughlin. McLaughlin doesn't go off his foot well though. Going as far as Sean Coffey, picked off by Coffey. Away come the Rathnew men up the field. Good play here, but a loop and pass into Callum Clark. Clark in loads of space. The marking seems to be very slack on both sides in the early stages here. Clark finds the ball into Owen Doyle, hops off his chest. Adam Byrne takes it on the run. Good play from Byrne as he cuts into the 21, just checks his run and comes back. He'll recycle this again. There's heavy tackles going in on James Stafford gets the ball, 3-4 men around him, pops it back to Theo Smith. Smith drills a long, dangerous looking ball in, hands there by Paul McLaughlin. McLaughlin does really well, good defence again by Blessington, everything being cheered by the Blessington fans underneath. Aaron Curran comes away with the ball, and Blessington look to lift the siege. Anton McLaughlin shows deep in his own half here, gets the ball, has a look up, comes away and pops a pass off to his centre back Jack Gilligan. Gilligan looks again, gives it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin looks to take on the Rathnew defence, does well, turns out one tackle, turns out the second tackle. Theo Smith was the roadblock, he's gone past him, gets the ball into Jordan McGarr. McGarr's away, powerful running here from McGarr, got the goal in the semi-final, gives the ball to Kevin Quinn. Quinn has Jamie Snell on his case, looks to solo hop and he kicks this one, but it's gone to the right of the post and wide, and both teams feeling one another out here. Podge, a hectic beginning, but if this keeps up, it's going to be a cracker.
Yeah, it surely has been hectic. It's been helter-skelter. You hardly got a chance to draw a breath there, Emmett. You know, and the Blessington crowd are cheering every ball to win.
Ronan Doyle will take the kick out here with 3 minutes on the clock here in Aughrim. The Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship. It's broken away from Sean Coffey. Jordan McGarr looks to go down on this one, does it the second attempt. It looks to be gone out over the line. It is gone out over the line, says Dara Byrne. It's a line ball to Rathnew, right down under the dugout. The players are out clapping on their compatriots there. JT Hayden looks to come across to take this one. Ronan Doyle offers himself up. Will he go all the way back to Ronan Doyle? He doesn't. He wants someone to show for this ball. JT Hayden. Now he goes back to Ronan Doyle. Doyle comes out. Oh, it's just about got there before Kevin Quinn. It's loose. It's a boot thrown on. Ball is in here. As far as he's pulled back, surely a free. They're playing the advantage. A chance here for a goal. Surely it has to be. It is a goal. It's Kevin Quinn. A brilliant finish. But it was all from Rathnew's making. The ball back to Ronan Doyle. He never looked comfortable with it. It was a loose pass. Dan Silk Featherstone took it on. He was fouled. Probably foul should have been more cynical, if anything.
Yeah, because he still managed to get the ball away, you know, and you could see that coming from the line ball. JT didn't know who to give it to. Jamie Snell kind of made a move to get away from Kevin Quinn, but brilliant turnover by Blessington.
Long ball kick to the middle of the field. Sean Coffey's under, breaks. Callum Clark picks it up. Clark does well and gets his hand pass away to Theo Smith. Smith gives the ball to Sean Coffey. There's surely an answer in this Rathnew team. They've came back from a lot worse than this. Gary Byrne's tackle goes down. He's on the ground, looks to have taken a knock. Playing away, says Theo Smith is happy enough to play away. Gary Byrne is up before the ball is in the hands of Fionn O'Sullivan. Away comes O'Sullivan up the far side. Rathnew looking to answer that killer goal there after 4 minutes. Ball is in the hands of Sam O'Dowd wearing 7. Cuts inside, he's playing at centre forward, pops the ball off as far as Theo Smith. Smith tries a little pass, there was a hand on it there from Anton McLaughlin. It's loose again. Foot in there from the Blessington player on Owen Doyle, I think it was, picking up that one. And it'll be a free into the Rathnew men. And as we said, the first 3 or 4 minutes were hectic, but that goal for Blessington is a tonic for them at the start of this game.
Yeah, but it was shadowed out. I was just going to say that at the start that they really, really wanted. But on the flip side of that, Rathnew definitely won't panic anyway.
They won't panic. This kick will be taken by Eddie Doyle. Doyle lines himself up here. He has a look at the posts. Just edges in a couple of yards. Does really... Well, this is a difficult kick for a right-footed kicker. He seems to have struck it well. He has struck it well, you know. It's high and it's over the bar. That's a brilliant kick from Eddie Doyle to put Rathnew back within 2 points. Blessington a goal. That's Rathnew a point here after 5.5 minutes in Aughrim. The kick out will come from Rob Gilligan. Gilligan again sizes up his options. Blessington won't worry about going long down the middle of the field. Taken by Sean Coffey, well taken. 2 players clash. One Blessington man, Jordan McGarr still on the ground. Callum Clark has the ball 30 yards out from the Blessington goal, gives the ball to Owen Doyle. Doyle has a look, pops a long ball. He went for a score, did he? It's dangerous. It's in. Both 2 Blessington men go for it. They're both, someone out of the 2 of them got their hands on it and they come away with the ball. They're dealing with that high ball well enough in there at the minute. Just a loose pass at the top of the D. Owen Kyoto was well enough to pick that up and solve the riddle there, and away come the Blessington men up the field again. They have options all over the field. Jordan McGrath receives attention as Blessington look to find their way down the field. It's in the hands of Mikey O'Connor. O'Connor pops a pass back inside. Good play here by the Blessington men as they take the ball forward down the field. Away goes McGarr down the field. It's a good tackle by Adam Byrne. Byrne gets his foot to the ball, knocks it over the line. Good play from the defender there.
Yeah, it surely was. Like, it looked like Jordan McGarr got away on him and he managed to get a hand in just to dispossess him.
Kevin Hanlon gets the ball, he fires it back down the field to his centre back Jack Gilligan. Gilligan pops off his pass there, a little 1-2 with Dan Coney in the middle of the field. Good play here again from Blessington as they look to just soak a bit of pressure. Anthony McLaughlin now takes away with the ball down the field. Gary Byrne slips, he's gone inside. Good play here, gives the ball out as far as Paul McLaughlin. McLaughlin fancied his chances, but that one's gone way to the left and wide. Probably not the right decision in the build up there.
No, probably not, that's two wides now for Blessington, and Rathnew will be happy enough, after conceding the goal, that Blessington haven't scored again since.
Ronan Doyle takes the kick out again, just looks to clip one down on top of Adam Byrne. It's loose and it falls to Kevin Hanlon. Hanlon gives the ball into Jordan McGarr. McGarr looks up, he has options inside. There's no real mark in there at the minute, and it's Mikey O'Connor drives his boot through this one and drives it high and drives it over the bar. But the Rathnew defending there was very, very loose. Podge, Mikey O'Connor takes full advantage.
Yeah, sure he did, winning that kick out and managed to get on the attack straight away. And the Blessington crowd told us it was over the bar while it was still on its way.
1-1 to Blessington. It's a point to Rathnew. We've 7 3/4 minutes gone here, heading for the 8th minute. Ronan Doyle kicks long down the field, looking for Sean Coffey again. Dan Cooney gets a fist to it. Adam Byrne does really well. Byrne has tackled, the ball is spilled, but the tackle was too high. Good play by Byrne there. He done really well to win that break off Sean Coffey. Sean Coffey has had a big say on both sides. The referee has called Eddie Doyle back 3 times. He's told him that to move back and take it from the right place. And he's going to throw it in. Yeah, that's another bit of a mess of their own making there, because you could see Kieron Kenny telling him in no doubt 3 times that he was to go back with that ball. They've won the throw in there. Good play by the Blessington men, and as Craig Maguire comes away with the ball off Anton McLaughlin, long ball outside. Mikey O'Connor's out in front of Conor Lenihan again, takes the mark. It's not given by Kieron Kenny. There is a given by Kieron Kenny. He called the mark, definitely.
Yeah,
he's given him the mark.
We couldn't obviously hear the whistle, but he called it all right, and Kieron Kenny was happy enough for him to take it.
Yeah, and it'll be Mikey O'Connor to kick this. He was very quick, actually. Mikey O'Connor, not everyone thinks of it, especially so far out from the goal, but he was happy enough to think of it. Takes his couple of steps, has a look at the post, drills this one with the outside of the ball. Oh, it's a peach again. It's a huge score. It's a second score for Mikey O'Connor. It's a second point for Blessington. They have a goal to go in. It's 1-2 to Blessington. It's a point to Rathnew. There's 4 points in it here. We're 9 minutes into the game, and Rathnew just need to settle down a little bit. They're struggling, I think, as we've said during the weeks, and this one, their own kick out is probably not helping them, and another one hasn't. It's gone all the way through. It's picked up by Dan Coney. Coney does well. There's man in space on the far side. That man is Paul McLaughlin. McLaughlin seems to be finding little patches of space all over the field into Kevin Quinn. Quinn does well, but numbers back there for the Rathnew man. Looks like a high tackle on Kevin Quinn. It is a high tackle on Kevin Quinn. It'll be another chance for another score for Blessington. He did duck down a little bit, Kevin Quinn, but once the hand was in, he was going to be in trouble. And it's going to be a card here for Jamie Snell. I wouldn't have went all the way with the card. It's actually Sean Coffey that clips him.
Yeah, I think it was just. Did he give him a card? Or?
I didn't see the card.
No, I think it was just a noting, really. I was just saying there a couple of minutes ago that Rathnew were happy that after the. After I think it was Paul McLaughlin kicked the wide that Blessington hadn't scored, but
Anton McLaughlin kicks this one. He hangs it up in the Aughrim sun. It's off the post. It's dangerous. The ball goes off a Rathnew defender and just out by the post, and that could have went anywhere. First to react, to be fair, were the Rathnew men, but just bobbled out by the post there, and dangerous one.
Yeah, I think it was Fionn O'Sullivan was very brave. He actually dived on the ball that was bouncing, and actually, you know what? And if he didn't, I think Owen Keogh was in on goal.
He was in on goal. He done really well there. Fionn O'Sullivan is. Rob Gilligan comes to take the 45. James Stafford has just walked down the field with him, to be fair. He must have been afraid he was feeling lonely there, but James Stafford just came all down the field with him, just telling him how to kick it, maybe.
Yeah, no, giving a bit of advice. But Rob Gilligan, I think, has kicked 4 points already in the championship. Getting rid of the ball must be a bit soft.
Must be something wrong with it, so we want another ball here. Even the ball can't stick the pace of this one. In fairness, we've had a cracking opening, and I'd say Blessington, look, obviously Blessington have to be really happy, 4 points up at this stage with 11 minutes gone in the first half. Rathnew probably have had one attack, really, and got the point from a free.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's it. Like, and Blessington did something similar now. Probably a little bit later in the first half against Arklow, they got a run on them and kicked about 5 points in about 8 minutes. Like, this could be their third score in about 4 minutes.
Rob Gilligan kicks this one.
Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse. He's pulled it to the left of the post and wide. It's a chance gone a begging. As the breeze now, as we look ahead, seems to be just blowing across the field into the stand. 3 wides for Blessington, none for Rathnew at the minute. So while Blessington are in the ascendancy, they've 3 scores and 3 wides. It's a 50% strike rate. Kick out from Ronan Doyle again, comes to this side again, looking for Sean Coffey. It's Jordan McGar's under. No, just falls into his arms. Lucky enough there, boy. He'll take that all day long. Mikey O'Connor has a look, goes all across the field. Theo Smith is going to pinch this one. Is he? Good hand in from Smith. All sorts of pressure there on Craig Maguire, but he does really, really well. Maguire gets the ball back to Jack Gilligan. Gilligan strides forward, gives the ball to Anton McLaughlin. All Blessington here at the moment as they come raiding down the field. There's no one within touching distance of Anton McLaughlin. Need more time than he thought. Gets the ball in as far as Kevin Quinn. Quinn has a look, turns back out, gets the ball out to Dan Cooney. Cooney is 45 yards out, looking into the town goal, goes long, searching ball inside. It's dangerous. It comes in as far as Paul McLaughlin found his way in there. Back to Anton McLaughlin. He kicks it high and kicks it over the bar. And the movement from Blessington here at the minute, you Paul McLaughlin wearing 7, Anto wearing 11. The movement from Blessington is causing Rathnew all sorts of problems.
Yeah, and you can see what they're trying to do. Like, Anton McLaughlin is going out and he knows JT is not going to follow him. So he's going to get on space. You have a big height mismatch there over there now with Paul McLaughlin and Callum Clark as well.
Again is Jordan McGard, and reacts first, and he's away with this one in front of Adam Byrne. Ball breaks from his grasp, gets it to Kevin Quinn. Quinn pops a little pass inside to Mikey O'Connor, top of the D. Mikey O'Connor kicks this high and kicks it over the bar. It's all Blessington here in Aughrim. It's 1-4 to Blessington. It's a point to Rathnew. Rathnew are cock cold, and their kickouts are causing them huge problems.
Yeah, that's what they're after, actually losing their last 4 kickouts. Ollie Byrne is getting caught here with Jordan McGar in front of him. I see Darren Coffey giving them instructions now, but I think they're going to have to keep the ball away from the wings is what they'll have to do in the kick out.
James Stafford has come out looking for this one. Stafford's underneath, gets his hands, but it's broken away from brilliantly there in the middle of the field. They pick up the pieces with Eddie Doyle. All their main men that were inside Eddie Doyle, James Stafford, they've all had to come to the middle of the field now to try and get possession and try and win the ball. Eddie's back on it, gives it to Conor Lennon. 1-2 back to Eddie Doyle. He fires a pass out as far as Gary Byrne. Byrne has space in front of him in Aughrim. He's at the middle of the field. It closes off as the Blessington men close in. Gets the ball back to Theo Smith. Smith has a look outside of the right boot, long hanging ball down, pops into the hands of Sam O'Dowd. O'Dowd pops it off to Sam Healy. Healy looks to take on his man, gets to the top of the knee, kicks this one high. Is it going to come in enough? It is, it's a very, very good kick from Sam Healy. It looked like a half chance and he's kicked it high and kicked it over the bar. It's a point for Rathnew, and one day badly, badly needed.
Without a shadow of a doubt, like Preston after reeling off 4 points in a row there, and Rathnew really needed that score just to settle them down a bit and kill Blessington's momentum.
It's interesting to see now this kick out how it'll go. Rob Gilligan goes long underneath the stand looking for Owen Keogh. Keogh's underneath, breaks. First to react though is Craig Maguire, pops it off to Paul McLaughlin. McLaughlin fires a long ball down looking for Kevin Quinn. Quinn just looked to turn. Jamie Snell gets the ball at the second attempt though. Chance for Quinn here on his left foot, curls this one in. It's dangerous. It's Ronan Doyle underneath. Doyle does well and comes away with it. Sean Coffey picks up the ball off Doyle, gets it out as far as Adam Byrne. Rathnew come up the field. There's a player down on the far side of the field as Adam Byrne charges up the field. 2-3 attempts to tackle him. He's fouled eventually. Is Adam Byrne. Good play by Rathnew coming out of defence there, but Adam Byrne has picked up an injury. He's in a bit of bother here. He's calling the physio. I think Kevin Quinn was down for a minute there as well, but he seems to be okay. It's a 5-point game. 15 minutes gone here in Aughrim. It's 1-4 to Blessington, 2 points to Rathnew. Theo Smith has ball in hand, 70 yards out from the Harps end here. He's looking for someone to give it to. Eventually Sam Healy comes out, takes the ball, pops it back out as far as Theo Smith goes, looking for JT Hayden. It's a boo on it there from Anton McLaughlin. McLaughlin reacted really well. Mikey O'Connor, good strip of the ball from Conor Lennon. There was danger written all over that, and Lennon does really well to get that ball back. Gives it to Theo Smith into the hands of Sam O'Dowd. O'Dowd in the middle of the field has a look up again. Blessington drop into their defensive setup. It's a loose hand pass though again. Rathnew just not finding their bearings at the minute, and it's Kevin Quinn is away with this one in all sorts of space. Mikey O'Connor's inside him all on his own. He gets the ball eventually. Gary Byrne gets back. Mikey O'Connor looks to break the tackle, hops it. Good numbers back from Rathnew as he foul. Play on, says the referee. Lovely pick up by Dan Cooney. Takes 1-2 tackles, eventually gets away from Fiona Sullivan. He's playing on an advantage. He's playing on another advantage. It's a free in, and Oh, there was a chance there for a second though for Mikey O'Connor if the ball was delivered a little bit earlier.
Oh, definitely. Kevin Quinn took a solo and he didn't need to take it at all because it was a goal scoring opportunity. When Mikey O'Connor actually got the ball, he was actually coming back out, you know, and in fairness to Kieron Kenny, he was playing the advantage. There was a second foul, so he's moved the free into where the second foul was, so that's good refereeing.
Yeah, and look at it, just, you know, little things. I know it's a relatively new, we talked about experience and everything all week, and, you know, we're saying Rathnew's experienced players, it's a relatively new Rathnew team as well, and you can just see they're just getting caught in little pockets and doing little things, and they're being punished by this Blessington team. They're all over every little mistake that they're making.
Yeah, you're right, because they're after giving away 3 or 4 balls completely needlessly. Stray hand passes, stray kick passes. The goal came from being turned over themselves. That was another goal scoring opportunity that could have come from losing the ball when they shouldn't have as well.
1-5 to Blessington, 2 points to Rathnew. 17 minutes gone here with 13 plus injuries to half time. It's a long time to go in a county final. Long ball down the field again, looking for Sean Coffey. Coffey this time spills it from his grasp down as far as Eddie Doyle. Doyle wins his free, has a look up, looks to deliver the ball quick, does deliver the ball quick. It's Owen Doyle out in front there, does really well, takes it at the second attempt. His strong play, but there's 3 backs all over his case. Gives the ball to Callum Clark. Clark will find Sam O'Dowd. It's loose, it's Jack Gilligan is on it, gets a hand in, and again it's another pass, doesn't go to hand for Rathnew. They will have the line ball out of it.
Yeah, lucky enough to get the line ball there because it could have been another interception.
Line ball will be taken by Eddie Doyle. Eddie's just waiting for someone to show that someone is Sam Healy. Healy does really well taken by Healy, and he's fouled, says the referee. He went down on the ball. Probably wasn't a lot the back could do when Sam committed to go down the ball like that, and it was cute enough to just manufacture a free.
Yeah, I'm just looking there, when every time Blessington attack, they're actually looking really, really dangerous because the movement inside, like they're all moving and players are getting free. Like when Owen Doyle got that last ball there and he was going forward, he had very, very little options. You know, all I could see was 3 or 4 Blessington players defending the goal.
Eddie Doyle has the chance here now to cut this back to a 5-point game. Steps inside, kicks this one high and kicks it over the bar. 18.5 minutes gone. It's Rathnew 3 points, Blessington 1-5 in the Boom Platform Higher Senior Football Championship Final for 2023. Rathnew are looking for their first title since 2017. It's only 2 years ago since Blessington were here. They bridged the 40-year gap. Ball breaks. Kevin Hanlon picks it up, gets it to Dan Coney. Coney just doesn't take it. It's well won back by Sean Coffey. Coffey fires a pass again. It's a little bit loose, but a hand on it from Theo Smith gets it as far as JT Hayden. JT solos with this one to the middle of the field. Has an option outside. It's Fiona O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan plays a 1-2 with JT. They're 65 yards out, looking for the ball in. It's Owen Doyle again, does really well out in front. Good play from Doyle. Oh, lovely dummy solo, cuts inside. He has 3 men all around him. He's done really well there. Eddie Doyle tried to shoot on the button, but didn't happen. The numbers back there, and a good block down by the Blessington men. A big cheer from the crowd underneath me goes up. Away they come down the field with the ball, looking for options as Craig Maguire pops off a little passes. Blessington again look for space. There's lots of space down in this end of the field. They go a huge, long, dangerous looking kick, goes over Mikey O'Connor, high bounce, hand on the hin there from Anton McLaughlin, but Jamie Snell deals with Snell. Back in his own full back line, tries to manufacture a way out. Great play by Anton McLaughlin, pinned him in his own half. Rathnew eventually get out as JT Hayden fires a pass out to Sam Healy. He gets it off to Conor Lenihan. Lenihan is 50 yards out from his own goal, pops a pass across to Sean Coffey. Coffey has a look up, gives the ball into Theo Smith. Smith is 65 yards from his own goal. Again, he needs someone to show, he needs a runner, but all these runners are coming back from the ball. There's no one going off his shoulder. Nearly a turnover again as Blessington put huge pressure on the ball there. Gary Byrne, 65 yards out from the Hearts end there, has a look. Solos pops a little, try to take on Owen Keogh, just does enough to hold possession, gets the ball to Eddie Doyle. Doyle back inside, has a look and kicks a long ball looking for that man Owen Doyle, brilliantly cut out by Jack Gilligan. Gilligan does really well and comes away with this one, gives it to Paul McLaughlin. McLaughlin fires the pass to his captain Kevin Hanlon, takes it at the second attempt, and again Blessington to just ease their way up the field with this one. Dan Coney's on the ball, steps outside the tackle of James Stafford, gives it back to Stephen Bowen. Long hand pass down the field, and away come the Blessington men again. They always look dangerous once they hit this 45 underneath it. Aaron Curran has this one, gives it to Mikey O'Connor. He opts to come back and into the hands of Kevin Hanlon. Hanlon 65 yards out now from the town end, gets the ball and gives it across the field to Paul McLaughlin. He's happy to go along. It's the Rathnew ball into their own square. It's dealt with back there by the Rathnew defence, and that's Adam Byrne comes away with this one. Callum Clark is outside him, gives the ball back to Byrne took it on himself, gives it to Conor Lennon. Good play from Byrne, breaks another tackle. He's carried the ball really well, but he needs support again. 3-4 blue and white jerseys around him. Just about gets the ball to Theo Smith. Smith goes up the field with this one, has a look, hand passes it long inside. Again it's Owen Doyle out Sean in front. Owen Doyle wins it free this time and playing really well inside Owen Doyle, and he's not getting an awful lot of support.
No, correct. I was just thinking the exact same. Like, he seems to be their only outlet inside. He's the one that's making all the runs left and right. Like, he's picking up the ball on both sides of the field. You know, Ollie Byrne really good there again for Rathnew. One of the players that's actually one of the few players that's doing really well. Just the passes aren't going to hand with Rathnew. Lads are stretching to get every ball, so they're putting themselves under too much pressure in possession.
22 minutes gone. It's Eddie Doyle. He's about 26 or 7 yards out. He's about 10 or 11 yards in from the sideline on this press box side here. He'll have the kick out of his hands. He kicks this one. It's going to drop short. It's dangerous. Oh, what a save by Rob Gilligan. What a reaction save there, because it wasn't struck very well. There was a fist on it from a Rathnew player. I'm not sure who got the fist on it.
I think it could have been Owen Doyle, I think, or...
Yeah, it was Owen Doyle, I think, guys. Listen, what a save that is from Rob Gilligan, put out for a 45. Could be a huge moment in this game.
Yeah, absolutely massive. I was just thinking, like, if Rathnew get the next score, they're back down to 4. They were 6 down earlier on. They haven't kicked 2 scores in a row. It's Blessington that are doing that, or getting the momentum. But like, they have a chance now from a 45, and I think it's Owen Doyle who's going to come out and kick this.
23 minutes gone here. Big goal chance. A huge save from Rob Gilligan in the Blessington goal. A reaction save, to be fair. It's a wonderful piece of goalkeeping and a wonderful piece of skill from Owen Doyle as well. As we said, we were mentioning, he's gone short with this free though. It's over as far as Sam Healy. Healy is in lots of space here. He'll have the confidence to kick. He's kicked one already, but this one drags. James Stafford keeps it alive. It's dangerous. Comes out to Callum Clark. He lets it run past him. Thought he was going to handle it on the ground, but he didn't. He done well. Gets the ball back to Theo Smith. Smith has lots of blue and white jerseys in front of him. Owen Doyle turns and shoots off his left foot, but shoots all the way to the left and wide, and it's an attack that could have yielded a goal and a point, and has yielded nothing for the Rathnew men.
Yeah, like, and that's actually only Rathnew's first wide of the game, you know, so you can see that they're struggling to get those chances, those scoring chances, so they need to take every one of them.
Kick from Rob Gilligan, huge kick down the field, gets as far as Craig Maguire goes to the ground, he throws a boo at him, but Sam Healy is the first to react. Healy is finding lots of pockets of space now, runs at the Blessington defence, takes it into contact, gets the ball to Eddie Doyle. Doyle is tackled by Paul McLaughlin, turned by 3 or 4 blue and white jerseys over there. I'd say back in the hands of Fionn O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan cuts across and gives the ball to Gary Byrne. Byrne outside of the right boot, doesn't quite catch it the way he would have wanted. It's dangerous though, and Doyle's under it, but Anton McLaughlin's all the way back there on the edge of his own square. He has options. One of them is Owen Keogh back on his own 21. They all drop really deep, this Blessington team, but when they start to move up the field like this, they're very, very dangerous. Away they come with Paul McLaughlin, Anto McLaughlin. They're all around there looking for this. It's Anto in possession. Fires a pass up the field to Craig Maguire. Maguire does really well. Good play by Maguire. He was playing on an advantage after being dragged back. It'll be a free to Maguire there. And again, once they transition the ball, Blessington, they're causing all sorts of trouble for this Rathnew defence.
Yeah, like, they're minding the ball really well, like, you know, they're never under pressure, they're making good passes, you know, and you have the likes of Craig Maguire who's full of running, Jordan McGarr, both McLaughlin, Dan Cooney, you know, they have those lads that are able to carry the ball, and they're actually, and their passing is really good.
Ball is played in here looking for forward. It's Dan Silk Federson gets this one, hand pass it in to Kevin Quinn. Quinn tries to turn through 3 or 4 tackles. He's well swallowed up by the Rathnew defence. Good play by Rathnew there as Theo Smith comes away with this one. Smith needs support. He finds it in the shape of Sean Coffey. Coffey steps inside. Anton McLaughlin does well, comes away and gives the ball to that man Adam Byrne. Byrne is away again, a huge engine on this man, the number 2. He's up the field. Owen Keogh has a second tackle. Adam Byrne goes to the ground and wins another free, carrying the ball out of defence. He's having a hell of a game, Adam Byrne.
Yeah, he's the one player that's actually bringing the game to Blessington. Like, he's running there and there's 3 or 4 Blessington lads after him. He's really clever. He steps across Owen Keogh 2 or 3 times and probably maybe playing for his free, but did it really well, and a chance now for Rathnew to get a score.
And like, you know, we've alluded to in matches before, I know this Rathnew team, I suppose people will say, can they keep coming from behind? But if Eddie Doyle can kick this, there's only 4 in it, and they haven't really been in the game. It's typical Rathnew, just staying in it. Eddie Doyle is being told to go back by the referee, Kieron Kenny.
Yeah.
He's told them they're looking for a throw ball, but it's a little one too. Eddie Doyle gives it back to Theo Smith. He pops it off to JT Hayden. It mustn't have been within his range. That's why he was trying to take a yard. Theo puts the boot through this one. It's high and it's over the bar from the captain, Theo Smith. A big score for Rathnew with 26.5 minutes gone. It's 1-5 to Blessington. 4 points to Rathnew here now. And as we said, Rathnew, the way they have played, 4 points down is probably not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, they've really stopped the rot, is what they've done, because Blessington haven't scored in 10 minutes. They've scored 4 points in about 5 or 6 minutes, and it's 10 minutes now since Blessington have scored.
Kick out from Rob Gilligan. Huge kick down the field looking for Stephen Bowen. Bowen tries again, does get it at the second and then pops it off to Kevin Hanlon. He gives the ball inside to Dan Cooney. Cooney to Craig Maguire, back to Cooney. Cooney as a look up, looks to pop a pass inside, but picked off there by Conor Lenihan. Lenihan does really well as Dan Silk Featherson looks to try and strip the ball from, but away come the Rathnew men again. Lots of time, 3 minutes plus injuries here. Rathnew get up the field with the ball. JT Hayden has it in his possession, has a look up. Onkyo just tries to pinch the ball from, does really well. There's 2 Rathnew men on the Blessington man on the ground. He's adjudged to have touched it on the ground. It'll be a free to Rathnew. Yeah. Good pressure from both sides on the ball.
I was going to say 2 turnovers, one going either way. When I think it was JT got that ball first, Sam Healy made a great run up along the wing and he just didn't give the pass when he should have.
Sam O'Dowd gets the ball, cuts inside his man, does really well. Again, the blue and white jerseys converge on Sam O'Dowd. It's a loose hand pass away. There's enough numbers there, but they just do enough Rathnew to hold possession. Good play by Eddie Doyle, got a foot on it, got it back to Theo Smith, and Theo goes long looking for James Stafford. Huge ball inside. Stafford takes this one, ball drops to the ground, fires the boo-head, and it's off a Blessington defender, and it goes out for a 45. But that danger is still there, but they're dealing with it well, Blessington.
Yeah, no, a couple of minutes ago there was a ball kicked in, and I think it was Owen Doyle went up for it, but it was about 15 metres short of where James Stafford was. That's actually the best kick they've kicked in so far of all the high balls, because it was right in on top of Stafford, you know, and about not close enough for the goalie to come for it either.
Could he have took the mark?
I'd say he was thinking goal.
I think it was the kick. I think the kick was from the outside of the 45. I'm not quite sure, but I think he possibly could have took the mark. But as you said, he'd nothing on his mind, only goal at this stage of the game. It's Owen Doyle, 28.5 minutes on the clock. He's about 5 yards to the left hand side of the post as we look ahead here in Aughrim. Kicking into the Herbst end, slight breeze in his face, doesn't quite catch it, but it's dangerous. Stafford gets a fist on it and boxes over the bar. It's a 3-point game in Aughrim all of a sudden. Rathnew have came back from 5 or 6 points down here now just to eke their way back into the game as half time approaches. It's a minute now plus injuries, and they've done really well, Rathnew, to navigate their way back into this.
Yeah, they have 3 scores in a row for them, like from 6 down to 3 down. They'll be very happy now at this stage.
Loose looking pass there is picked up by Jack Gilligan. Good play. They won the mark off the kick out with Anto McLaughlin. It's in the hands of Paul McLaughlin, or it's Anto McLaughlin has it now. It was Paul McLaughlin caught the kick out. It's Jack Gilligan gives it back out to Anto McLaughlin. Paul McLaughlin in space under the stand side. Blessington now could do with a score before half time because they've done a lot of the football. The last 10 minutes, Rathnew, as we said, have just eked their way back into this one, as Rathnew do. Dan Cooney has lots of space in front of him. He runs into that space. He's heading for the 45. There's still no one going. Ollie Byrne has gone back after good play from Byrne as the red and green jerseys converge all around him. They get numbers back. They do really well, Rathnew. It's in the hands of Conor Lennon. He gives the ball to Callum Clark. Clark cuts inside, gets the ball to Theo Smith, and here come Rathnew up the field. Its time is just up, normal time. We'll have 2 minutes of injury time, but that ball is cut out. The Blessington player slips and Stafford gets a foot on it. Ball breaks away to Rathnew man. It's in the hands of Owen Doyle. There's a man gone to ground inside. James Stafford looked to barrel his way through there to get into position, and the referee is given a free in there for the Rathnew man.
Yeah, Blessington very disappointed not to give that free away, you know. But like, you know, again, Ollie Byrne did really, really well with a near hand tackle on Dan Cooney. Looked like him when he was getting away. So it was that turnover that's created this attack for Rathnew.
Yeah, it'll be a free to Eddie Doyle, a chance to make a 2-point game here. 30.5 minutes gone. We're a minute and a half of injuries to go here. The kick will be from Eddie Doyle to put Rathnew back within 2. Steps into this one, kicks it high and straight between the posts and over the bar. It's 1-5 to Blessington. It's 6 points to Rathnew. 31 minutes on the clock here.
Rathnew really weathered the storm. You know, they're after kicking the last 4 scores. You know, they have Blessington under a little bit of pressure. They're getting a little bit edgy and nervous maybe. You know, where Rathnew have actually settled into the game.
They seem to have got the measure of the Blessington attack as well, to be fair. And there's a kick out from Rob Gilligan gone straight out over the line. You know, the last couple of attacks went up, they've got numbers back in the right places and snuffed them out. And they've got, you know, a huge building platform from there with Adam Byrne and Theo Smith leading the charge up the field. A kick is out and it's in the hands of Gary Byrne. The kick out and straight out. Rathnew have taken it. Gary Byrne carries the ball across the field, gives it into Sean Coffey. Coffey now solos, has a look as Rathnew look to get even closer maybe before half time if they can. It's in the hands of JT Hayden. James Stafford lurks inside with intent. A dangerous ball on. Doyle goes down, it breaks kindly for the Blessington defence there, because Owen Doyle was in front in a bit of space. I don't think he realised he had as much time there, and away come Blessington with the ball. It's in the hands of Rob Gilligan. He fires it out as far as Aaron Curran. Curran comes up the field, gives the ball to Jordan McGarr. McGarr looks to cut inside Adam Byrne for a change and put him on the back foot. Away comes Curran up the field, solos with this one, cuts inside and gives the ball to Jordan McGarr. McGarr's away up the field. Gary Byrne tackles him, and McGarr just shrugs off the tackle. Gary Byrne done well though, turned him back, and it's a half-time whistle here right on the 32 minutes. It's a 2-point game here in Aughrim. It's 1-5 to Blessington, it's 6 points to Rathnew. The Blessington men came out all guns blazing, to be fair. You know, they looked like the Rathnew had no answer to them for huge parts of that first half, but Rathnew do what they do, and they, as you said, weathered the storm, and they've just eked their way back into this game, Podge. And you know, from this sort of territory, they're really dangerous.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Darren Coffey applauding all these players going out into them and just saying really well done to them. Like, you know, Blessington haven't scored for the last 15 minutes. In that period of time, Rathnew were after kicking 5 points, you know, so and that's, they're after changing the game really. Rathnew looked nervy, the passes weren't going to hand, they were dropping balls, they were stretching for them, whatever, but they've settled down now, so they have, and like, you know, they're right back in this game.
Yeah, right back in it indeed. We're going to take a quick break at half time. We'll see an interview we done last week with our big match referee Kieron Kenny, so you can sit back and get a mug of tea and watch that, and we'll be back with the second half of the Bowman Platform Hires senior football final. It's delicately poised in Aughrim. Blessington 1-5, Rathnew 6 points. Don't go anywhere, this is going to be a cracking second half.
Big match referee for the senior football final on Sunday. Kieron, thanks a million for taking a bit of time out this week before the big match. You're no stranger to the big games. In fairness, you've done your fair share of county finals before, but I suppose firstly, can you just tell us what it means to you to get this final?
That was a huge honour. Be honest with you, even to have a chance to get Healy were going well, and they lost out in the semi-final, and you always kind of half think you might be able to shout, but I was still surprised when I got the phone call from Miley on the Wednesday to say that I was doing it. Delighted and surprised at the same time, so it's kind of a reward for work you put in through the year for yourself and your officials, your umpires. It's always nice for them to get a day out as well, and you can never. You always have to have something to aim for as a player, and even as a referee. At the start of the year, you kind of set your goal that you might like to get this or you might like to get that. So it's great to get it again, and hopefully everything goes well on Sunday.
I think Emmett has frozen.
No, I thought he was frozen. Sorry.
Okay, hold on. Right, we'll continue on with the next question. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, and I suppose that brings me to the next question. You know, your men on the post, and you have to have huge trust in your team as well, and on such big days, and especially I suppose with the weather that's coming, you need eagle-eyed umpires out there. You know, who have you with you on Sunday, Kieron?
Sunday now, the 4 lads have been with me most of the time this year: Kevin Darcy, Darren Dunn, Ron Heatherman, and John Gamble. They're the 4 lads on the post on Sunday, and as I said, they're very important because you want lads that react in the right way to any situation. Like, you have to get the balance right. You don't want them to overreact. You don't want them to underreact. So they've been with me since I started. Really, they've all done a huge amount of games with me, so I trust them, and they trust me to keep them out of trouble as best I can on the field. Like, I'm, as a referee, you know, you're going to get a certain amount of flack, so you take the most of it, try to save them from getting it. So communication, we'll all be wired up on Sunday, and everybody will have their say. If there's any incidents that need to be viewed, we have 8 sets of eyes. Like, we've Stephen Fagan and Darrell Burner on the 2 lines, and Jason Smith is 4th official. He'll also have an input. So really and truly, there's enough people there to get everything right. You'd be expecting that any key games decisions that need to be made will be made and correctly. So I'd be delighted with them, lads. I don't know how they do it, to be honest with you. Umpiring, it's not an easy job. It's kind of a thankless job. You're going around from venue to venue, standing at the post for an hour in all sorts of weather. But they've stuck with it since I started refereeing back 18 years ago. Most of them been there, and a lot of them come to every game. So it's great to have them.
Yeah, huge part of the day as well. And as you said, they're almost a forgotten part of the day. But again, 2 teams going out Sunday, we won't cut too much into it. 2 real footballing sides that proved that coming through. And as you said, I suppose the referee's job is try not to be seen as best we can, and that's what you'd hope for. But the 2 teams on Sunday going toe to toe and playing football, and for me, the way you referee the game, you're perfectly suited to it, and it should be a real cracking game of lawn football.
Yeah, well, hopefully. I haven't actually refereed Blessington or Rathnew too much this year. I think twice I've done either of them, but I've seen lots of them. I've seen lots of both teams in the championship, and I'm very impressed with both of them, especially in the last 6 weeks or that. The way they've came, it's almost as if they've timed their run perfectly. Blessington had a little bit of a blip in their group stage. Rathnew had one blip as well, but like they've stayed at it. Both teams have came, and they're there very much on merit. They're 2 strong squads, and their styles of play are not that different really. They both will have a target man up front in the inside line, and that's where you have to be, as a referee, you have to be watching for that, the last ball delivery. You have to get in there as quick as you can then, and make sure if there's anything in around that area, you're only 10, 15, 20 meters away. So it's all set up for a good game, and thankfully it looks like the weather is going to be on our side on Sunday, because it's been horrendous the last week. I'd say if the game was on any day this week with that weather, we probably wouldn't have been able to hold it. So touch wood, it is all good to go.
Yeah, and again, thanks a million for taking your time out. As you said, hopefully the weather gods will look down on a Sunday and give us a chance to have the game of football that both you and the 2 teams deserve. And again, thanks for your time this week, and the very best of luck on Sunday, Kieron.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you.
guess I see you somewhere around. Oh, I guess I see you somewhere around.
You're all very welcome back to Aughrim here for the second half of our Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship final. It's delicately poised, I suppose, is one way of putting it. Blessington lead by 2 points, 1-5 to 6 points here. We have Toby Kieron in for Rathnew. We'll just find out who's gone now in a second. Looks like it might be Callum Clark. He's gone over to that wing on the far side. It's Toby Kieron in for Callum Clark here for the second half. Rathnew haven't been afraid to ring the changes all through this championship. Our referee Kieron Kenny. Goes over to his fourth official for something. Everyone looks like we're clearing the field here, getting ready for this second half. Really hard one to call now, I suppose. Podge, Rathnew were growing into this game with every minute there at the end of that first half. You know, they put in a really good shift. It looked like they could have been gone by half time the way Blessington were playing, but they've clawed their way back into this one, and it's a really intriguing second half now.
Yeah, I'd say Blessington were actually glad to get into the dressing room because Rathnew had a complete run on them, so they had, you know, and the longer that half went on, the closer Rathnew were getting to them.
Ball is in and the game is on for the second half. Sean Coffey gets a touch back as far as Theo Smith. Smith pops it back to JT Hayden. Hayden has a look up again. There's blue and white jerseys press up on the ball. Owen Keogh and Anton McLaughlin, but Hayden comes away with this one. Picks a little pass into Sam O'Dowd. O'Dowd in all sorts of space. The number 7 has a look up. He'll run at the defence here. Pops the ball out as far as Toby Curran just in. He gives it off as far as Theo Smith. Theo Smith, Eddie Doyle out to Fionn O'Sullivan. Rathnew's gander is up a bit here. They've come and there's a pep in their step. Ball is into the hands of Sam Healy, 21 yards out, gives it to Toby Curran. Curran has a try from there. It's just gone to the right of the post and wide, just tailed off and trying to get his name on the score sheet. Hurley, the young man, just in there, but another well worked move. Just finishing touches weren't perfect.
Yeah, like they were nice and patient. They retained the ball fairly well. Their passing was a little bit better than it was in the first half anyway, or particularly in the first 10 or 15 minutes in the first half.
Rob Gilligan takes this kick out, goes out long underneath the stand side. It doesn't quite carry it on. Sam O'Dowd reacts first to O'Dowd, gets past Kevin Lahanlon. O'Dowd now just puts on the afterburners. Really good ball carrier here. Steps inside. He's tackled by the cornerback Stephen Bowen. Does really well. The Blessington defence there to try and bottle him up. He's still in possession on the ground. All sorts of calls here for touching on the ground and over carrying. Ball breaks away and it's a free out to Blessington there. Free out to the Blessington men. Got numbers back around the ball and just done their job well enough to hold up Sam O'Dowd. But that's one thing we didn't see in the first half from Sam O'Dowd. We know he's a really good ball carrier. He didn't carry that much ball, but he really took off with that one.
Yeah, he did. He looked like he created a scoring opportunity.
Free just about gets to where it was going there. It was near being picked off by Toby Curran as Blessington looked to get up the field for the first time in this second half. Dan Coney has the ball and gets it out to Anton McLaughlin. McLaughlin is 65 yards out from the Herps end here. Solos forward the ball. Sam Healy is after him. Pops it into Owen Keogh. Keogh takes the tackle from Sam Healy and walks away with the ball there. Gets it out as far as Craig Maguire. Maguire solos again. There's not that much movement inside as JT Hayden has gone to see in on the edge of the square. It's into the hands of Dan Coney. He decides to go along with that. Skews off his foot off the right hand side of his foot and it's away to Adam Byrne. Byrne just takes 2 attempts but it's a free and a little bit of a touch unlucky, really unlucky there. Rathnew looked to have done everything right but he's putting his hands out but he knows in his heart and soul that Kieran Kenny is bang on with that one.
Yeah, you know, just got his hand to the ball as the ball was on the ground, like, you know, and it is a free in.
Free in from Mikey O'Connor here. O'Connor started this game on fire here. Interesting to see that Blessington haven't even put anyone in on the post there, so they're fairly confident that Mikey O'Connor will go all the way with this one. Just coming up to 3 minutes gone in this second half. Blessington look to put this a 3-point game with Mikey O'Connor. He kicks this one high. It looks like a good contact. It's a really good contact. That's a really good kick from Mikey O'Connor. It's won 6 to 6 points here now to the Blessington men. We have 3 minutes on the clock in the Bowman Platform Senior Football Championship Final. That's a score the Blessington badly need.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, you know, it's nearly 15-16 minutes since they've scored. They needed that one.
Kick out goes long down the field from Ronan Doyle. Huge kick from him, brilliantly taken by Sean Coffey. Coffey reacted first, he's up, he kicks a long ball in looking for James Stafford. Bounces over Stafford into the hands of Owen Doyle. Doyle has 2 men back on. It's a brilliant tackle by Paul McLaughlin, using all his experience there. McLaughlin strips the ball from Owen Doyle. That's a big play.
It surely is. Like, when won a great kick out, let the ball in, goes over Stafford's head. Owen Doyle gets the ball and it looked like it falls to the right man, but you know, Paul McLaughlin did really well getting the turnover.
Little couple of 1-2s with Rob Gilligan and Stephen Bowen back there, and they come away with the ball and it's into the hands of Aaron Curran. Curran solos to the top of the D with this one. Kevin Hanlon's outside him. Hanlon has a look up and cuts back inside, gives the ball to Jack Gilligan. Gilligan wearing 6. Comes down the field here. He'll give it to Craig Maguire. Maguire's about 50 yards out from the town goal. There's a slight breeze. It's probably a bit stronger in this second half, favouring the Rathnew men, but it doesn't seem to bother Blessington. They're carrying the ball up the field here as they do, and away goes Gilligan. He's found a little pocket of space. He's a man inside. Ball just squirts from his grasp. Gets the ball back out to Dan Silk Featherston. It's inside the ball. What a kick from Dan Silk Featherston. That's a huge kick from the Blessington corner forward. It looked like it was going to tail to the left edge, but it just straightened up, and it's a brilliant score all the way from their own goal line.
Yeah, a massive score really. Sam O'Dowd isn't too happy himself, and I think it was Owen Keogh came across each other because he was one was tracking the run initially.
Long kick again down the field from Ronan Doyle. It's a 4-point game, and Aughrim slapped away there down the middle of the field. Player goes to ground on it. It's Owen Keogh. He touches it on the ground. It's 1-7 to Blessington. It's 6 points to Rathnew. We have 5 minutes on the clock in this second half. Toby Curran is on the ball underneath the stand. Has a look up at his options. Cuts back inside. Fires the ball to Sean Coffey. Oh, just as good that he was as tall as he was, because he just about hung on to that one with the fingertips. Does enough to get it to Toby Curran. Curran looks for that ball into James Stafford. There's a hand in from Conal O'Gallagher. There's a hand in from Paul McLaughlin, and again McLaughlin does really well and comes away with that one. Gets it to his brother Anto. Anto is ever willing. He runs with this one. He's 65 yards out from his own goal. Again JT Hayden comes to meet him up. Kevin Quinn has wandered his way out to the 65. Cuts back inside from Sam Healy there, just a little tackle on by Sam Healy. Some of the Blessing crowd not happy, but hasn't bothered. Queen is away and gives the ball to Craig Maguire. Maguire's bearing down on goal. JT Hayden gets back, gets a hand on his back though and fouls him. And again, Blessington have started this second half like they started the first half. It's great football to watch when they're in full flow.
Yeah, it is, like, you know, and JT Hayden did really well, like, because he got back, but you're right, he just put his hand on his backside, and you just can't do that, because when a player goes to ground, like, it looks like a push in the back, like, even if there's little force in it.
Yeah, look, they've hit the ground running the second half to Blessington, and it's Anton McLaughlin to stretch it to 5 again. Gets this one, he kicks it high and he kicks it over the bar. It's 1-8 now to Blessington. It's 6 points to the Rathnew men. We've 6 minutes on the clock here. A burst there from the Blessington men. 3 points in 5 minutes at the start of this second half. They seem to do all their scoring early in their halves.
Yeah, they surely do, and they've dealt with the last 2 balls that have been kicked in from Rathnew. They're after winning 2 turnovers from them.
Huge clash of bodies in the middle of the field. The ball is picked up though by Owen Keogh. Keogh's arm is pulled back, says the referee Kieron Kenny. Ball is taken quick, and there's space here for Mikey O'Connor. A load of space for Mikey O'Connor. Kevin Quinn makes a run outside him. O'Connor fancies his chances from there. Ronan Doyle says I'll take that. He does take it on the edge of the small square. Comes away with the ball and gives it to JT Hayden. Rathnew need to get down and get a score here just to settle them into this second half. It's very, very like the first half. Sam O'Dowd drops in 50 yards out from his own goal, takes the ball under pressure, loose pass there, collision of bodies. O'Dowd looks to have taken a heavy hit there from Craig Maguire, and the ball is in the hands of Theo Smith, but Smith just does enough to win the free. Wants to take it quickly. He's after gaining a few yards there with that one. He's told to go back with it now. Sam O'Dowd is up and on his feet. Blessington calling for a throw up. It'll be Conor Lenihan who'll carry the fight, gives the ball to Fionn O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan cuts inside. Theo Smith makes a run, but Eddie Doyle demands the ball. Eddie Doyle gets the ball, gives it out to Sam Healy. Healy kicked that great score in the first half, gets the ball to Conor Lenihan, back to Theo Smith. They're just trying to work a scoring position here. Fionn O'Sullivan pops it into Eddie Doyle. Doyle now makes the burst. He'll kick it off his right. It's a massive kick, but it's tail into the left of the post and wide. Just not what Rathnew needed at the time. Worth a try for a player like Eddie, but it just tailed off, Podge.
Yeah, and they did. They got it to the right man. You could see lads that were getting on the ball and they weren't even trying to see could they get the shot. But like, that's 2 wides now for Rathnew in the second half. Like, they probably need to get the next score.
It'll be Rob Gilligan to take this kick out. As we said, there's 8 minutes gone now. Time goes very, very quick in these finals when you're trying to get back into them, I suppose. There's a 5-point difference here. It's 1-8 to 6 points to the Blessington men. Away they come with Jack Gilligan up the field. Conor O'Gallagher giving that ball, a loose looking ball, but it's well picked up by Jordan McGarris. Now it's Dan Silk Federson. He's came into this match. A good play by Dan Silk there. Gets it inside to Owen Keogh. Keogh plays a little one too with Craig Maguire. Pops a long ball across the field there. Owen Keogh as they look to stretch the defence. Good running by Keogh to take it back on the 45. He has a look up, pops a ball into Anton McLaughlin. McLaughlin now in front of his man, does really well, turns, he'll try to cut back inside. He does cut back inside JT. There's danger here. The ball is boxed in. Oh, Ronan Doyle. It wouldn't have been a goal anyway, but Ronan Doyle just got enough on it. It's going to be a 45 to Blessington. I think Anto was looking for the man at the back post there just to touch that one into the net, but Ronan Doyle dealt with it, and that was another dangerous one, but he really done well. Anton McLaughlin there took on JT Hayden and he caused all sorts of problems.
Yeah, he did, like, and maybe he was trying to fist it over the bar, I'm not sure, but you know, it was another good chance for Blessington.
Yeah, number 23 Fionn O'Sullivan's going to be replaced on the Rathnew team by number 5 William Morehouse here. Fionn O'Sullivan is after putting in a really good shift there.
Like, and this is normal enough now for Rathnew, like, because they have been making maybe 2 subs at half time in some games, and normally 15 minutes into the second half they make another 2 subs, and either use 4 or 5 subs in every game. So it's not panic stations or anything like that yet.
9.5 minutes gone here, Rob. Gilligan is about 5 yards in from the sideline on the stand side. It's a 45. He takes aim. He kicks this one high. It's dangerous. It's hanging in. Oh, there's a fist on it there from Eddie Doyle. It drops in. I don't know what the crowd are shouting and roaring about there as the ball broke away.
Yeah, I think it was Anthony McLaughlin might have his jersey pulled when he was going for the ball. I think that's what it was.
Rathnew come down the field with this one. Adam Byrne again leading the charge. Takes the tackle. He's playing under an advantage. It's Toby Curran looks to pick a pass into Owen Doyle. Doyle is out in front, but he's well marshalled there by Stephen Bowen. Tries to cut back inside. Doyle does really well. Doyle is going to win. He's free, and again he's the outlet. He's, in fairness to him, but again the support is slow coming to him. Wants to get that ball into him. There's numbers back there, but he's won his frees a couple of times. He's playing a cute game.
Yeah, when the ball is kicked into him, he is winning. I know he got turned over in the first attack at the second half, but he's after winning, like I say, winning another free there, and probably a scoreable free for Eddie Doyle.
It's 1-8 to 6 points here. 10.5 minutes gone. Rathnew just look to keep themselves in the game, to keep themselves within touch and distance, because we know what they can do. When the fire lights in this Rathnew team with 10 minutes to go, they're very hard to stop. But Eddie Doyle nurses this one high. There's a bit of an O from the crowd. It's gone to the left and wide, and that would have been one they would have needed. That's a couple of wides now for Rathnew.
Yeah, 3 wides now in the second half. No wides for Blessington, so
1-8 to 6 points. They've got 3 points. Rathnew yet to score in this second half. As we said, Rob Gilligan, there's pressure now on his kick out. He goes long down the field looking for Craig Maguire's on top of Sean Coffey. Ball breaks. It'll break kindly into the hands of the Rathnew man. Toby Curran does well to pick up the pieces. He is playing on an advantage. He's got to the 45. Advantage is gone. He's a man outside him here. That man is William Morehouse. Morehouse has a look up, looks to take the ball into contact. Owen Keogh does well though. Shields him off. Plays a 1-2 with T.O. Smith. Smith gets the ball back to Toby Curran. Looks to cut back inside. Tries to pop a hand pass off. Gets it to Eddie Doyle. Doyle looked like he was going to shoot. Good tackling from the Blessington backs. Doyle gets it on his left foot, kicks this one high, and this one has gone to the left of the post and wide again. It's another chance gone a begging for Rathnew, and you'd have to feel at this stage of the game they need to be tacking those on.
Yeah, and Blessington crowd are cheering like that's nearly a score for them, because I know how important it actually is.
Here comes a sub for the Blessington man. It's number 18, Martin Shannon enters the fray. Dan Coney is about to leave. This is pretty much par for the course as well, to be fair. At this stage of the game, Martin Shannon generally comes in around the middle third. He brings huge energy to the side.
Yeah, and Dan Coney's after doing well for the 42, 43 minutes that he's after playing.
Rob Gilligan's kick out goes long again. They're happy enough to kick it down top of Sean Coffey. It breaks, but it breaks. Solly Byrne away goes Byrne down the field. Breaks one tackle, gets the second, but he's stripped of the ball. Another good tackle, and it's a pick off the ground, says Kieron Kenny. He was right there on it. Rathnew have a chance. Eddie Doyle is going to come out, and he's telling them where to go back to take this one from.
Yeah, he's been very sticky on this today, Kieron Kenny, where the frees are being taken from him. He's right, you know.
It didn't look like the toe was under that ball, though, to me. Ball is into the hands of JT Hayden. Hayden gets the ball, fires it across to Owen Doyle. Doyle in a bit of space. He'll fancy his chance from here, Owen Doyle. But he has kicked this one. And this one has gone to the right of the post and wide. And little bit of a lack of composure from the Rathnew men in the last few minutes there now.
Yeah, 5 wides now in the second half and no score. And it is, and the right men are shooting, but they're just not, their shooting boots aren't on at the moment.
Rob Gilligan will take this. We've 13.5 minutes gone. 1-8 to 6 points to Blessington. Again, a huge kick down the middle of the field. They're getting no value out of their own kick out at the minute, but this one is stripped away by Martin Shannon. Owen Keogh done well. Gets the ball to Anton McLaughlin. McLaughlin breaks the tackle of William Morehouse. Or as Paul McLaughlin charges down the field. Paul McLaughlin pops a little pass off here to Mikey O'Connor. O'Connor switch rings, gets the ball inside Owen Keogh. Little 1-2 with Mikey O'Connor. O'Connor now 60 yards out from the Herbst, drills a long diagonal, dangerous ball in. There's fists on it. It breaks inside. Who reacts first? Brilliant play by Kevin Quinn. Play on, says the referee. Looked like he got up and got the second attempt, but it's going to be a free now. He's fell down on top of the player on the ball. Almost thought Kevin Quinn had actually got that one.
Yeah, it's just when he dived on the ball, maybe his elbow hit the ground and he spilled it again.
Yeah, so away they come. Rathnew, dangerous bit of a game as JT Hayden is tackled there by Kevin Hanlon. Pops the ball off though, gets the ball out to William Morehouse here. He comes down the field with this one, has it? It's Toby Curran, kicks the ball, looking for Stafford. Stafford right out on the sideline. He's well marshalled by Conal O'Gallagher. What a battle these two are having. It's a free in. It's hard to see a free either way there. It looked 6-1 now.
Yeah, I think it was a 50-51 really, you know.
It's a 50-50 free. It's gone Rathnew's way. 14 and a half minutes on the clock. Theo Smith looks for options. Rathnew have had enough of the ball in this second half to be edging a bit closer. They just haven't put it on the scoreboard. Theo Smith demands someone runs looking for the ball. The space is inside in front of Owen Doyle. Doyle has a look. He's squared up here. He gets the ball to Sam Healy. Healy right underneath the dressing room there. Fires that ball. Dangerous ball across. Gary Byrne is at the back post. Byrne spills the ball in the tackle though. Really good defence from the Blessington men. Away they come up the field. Jordan McGarr is this one. He's fouled and dragged to the ground by Sean Coffey. It'll be a decision here for Kieran Kenny, because if he's going to blow him for that, it could well be a black card.
Yeah,
it's a long way away.
He's giving him a yellow, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a long way away. As I said, I'm not a fan of black cards anyway, but it's one of those.
Yeah, and now this is actually giving the Blessington an opportunity to slow the game down a bit, like, you know, and it's not only the fact it's giving away the free and a yellow card, like, you know, this is exactly what Blessington want, is a bit of a breather, because Rathnew have had a bit of a run on them. Now, I know they've kicked a lot of wides, and that was a great goal scoring opportunity when Gary Byrne, when the ball ended up in Gary Byrne's hand there.
There wasn't up.
Yeah, there surely wasn't up. I'm not sure who put in that final tackle to manage to turn him, and then he spilt the ball from his hands as well.
Yeah, it was a huge moment. There's a Blessington fans are trying to get a bit of a song going underneath us, but I'd leave the singing till the end if I know Rathnew, if I'm honest. I wouldn't be writing the tunes just yet. Blessington play a dangerous bit of a game across their own full back line, but they come away with the ball. They do really well, safe hands, and again it's a loose ball that's turned over there. You could almost see that coming. Danger inside as Stafford lurks. Stafford finishes to the net. A goal for Rathnew, a goal for the village. It's 1-8 to 1-6, and again, like the goal in the first half, it's all of Blessington's own making. You could see the problem coming there.
Yeah, you could. You were actually saying that they're playing risky game there, so they are, and just one straight pass and puts them under fierce pressure. Exactly what Rathnew needed.
2-point game here in Aughrim. 16 and a half minutes gone. Blessington now have another hill to climb to take the sting out of this Rathnew momentum if they can. It's Anton McLaughlin deep in his own half, gets the ball to Martin Shannon, 45 yards out, 50 yards out, gives it back to McLaughlin on the 65, pops a pass up the field. Owen Keogh gets hands on the ball. Good strong play from Keogh as he turns his man. He's away on the 65. It's opened up in front of him. Hand pass out to Paul McLaughlin. Brilliantly read by JT Hayden. Hands are out from the Blessington lads. All lads looking for it, but no one got it. JT Hayden has it to Toby Curran, to Sam O'Dowd. Rathnew come raiding. You can hear the crowd have lifted, but three Blessington men do really well. They get back and they turn him. Adam Byrne just spills it from his grasp. Two players go down. It's got back as far as Craig Maguire. Eventually it's picked up back there. Eddie Doyle is all over the case of the Blessington man on the ball as he tries to keep playing it. It's given as a touch on the ground and all. That's a big call from Kieran Kenny there now, but there's a loose man on this side of the field. It's Sam Healy. It's taken quickly into the hands of Sam Healy on his left foot. Kicks this one high. It's off the post. It's dangerous. Stephen Bowen reacts quickest, and away come Blessington. Oh, it's all happening here. We thought the intermediate was full of trills and spills, but away come the Blessington men up the field with Dan Silk. He gets the ball. Hand passes it out as far as Anton McLaughlin. He calls Kevin Quinn. It's my ball, he says. He's away up the field, McLaughlin. Sean Coffey's after him. Good play by McLaughlin. Good play by Coffey to keep after him. Brilliant skill by McLaughlin. Gives the ball to his brother Paul. He cuts inside JT Hayden. Is he fouled? He is fouled, says the referee. A foul on Paul McLaughlin by JT Hayden. What a brilliant passage of play in this final podge.
Yeah, both teams are just really going at each other, winning turnovers, trying to transition the ball up the field as quick as they can, and both teams are at it. Like, you know, first it was Rathnew. Sam Healy had a chance of a score, comes back off the post, and then Blessington do the exact same thing, transition it up the field as quick as they possibly can. JT probably disappointed, he gave away a free there, but if he didn't make that run to get back, it was opening up for Blessington again, so it was.
We've nearly 19 minutes gone in this second half. It's 1-8 to Blessington, it's 1-6 to Rathnew as it stands. Rathnew have had a really good purple patch here. This point, maybe if it goes over from Anton McLaughlin, might be able to take the sting of it. It's by no means an easy kick under this sort of pressure. He kicks it high and he kicks it over the bar. A big kick from Anton McLaughlin, a huge kick from the Blessington man. Possession vital from this kick out. It's a 3-point game in Aughrim. 19 minutes on the clock here. It's anyone's game here in Aughrim still. Ronan Doyle will take this kick out. Sam Healy exits to make way for Jonah Graham. Big shift put in by Sam Healy. Long kick to the middle of the field. Ball breaks off Sean Coffey. Gary Byrne picks up the break. Gives the ball to Eddie Doyle. Doyle's away down the field here. Has a look up. Long hand pass inside. Stephen Bowen goes to ground. Owen Doyle has stepped a bit of a march on him as the numbers try to get back. Doyle goes to ground. Gives it to Sam O'Dowd. He twists. He turns as he overcarried. Play on, says the referee. Owen Doyle picks it up again. Blessington stand tall in there. Doyle is still going. Gets away his shot. Half blocked down. But the referee has called it back for a free in. I find it hard to see that one, to be honest. It's looking, we just have the help of a replay here. I don't see much there. I don't see any free there, if I'm honest.
Yeah, like it was just a lot of bodies there, you know. It looked like lads were going to overcarry it, but like, you know, in fairness, everyone freaking doing their bloody best, if you know what I mean. They really are, like, you know. It's
like, you know, you can see fellas know they're nearly overcarrying. They're dropping the ball. They're trying to pick it back up. You know, it's, as you said, it's bodies on the line stuff in there. It's championship football. It's going to be a 2-point game here. It is a 2-point game here in Aughrim. 1-9 to 1-7.
Like, you know,
game is on a knife edge.
Yeah, it is, and like, you know, I know Blessington kind of got a bit of a run on Rathnew, but it was Rathnew wides that actually let Blessington hold on to the lead until they got that goal, you know. And it's, like I say, a 2-point game and 10 minutes to go probably.
Rob Gilligan kicks this one and goes high to the far side of the field. Brilliant take by Toby Curran. What a take by the young man not long in on the field. He's played well since he's come in, the number 24. Again, he looks for that ball in front of Owen Doyle. Doyle again is out in front of Stephen Bowen. He'll set himself, he'll kick this one. Has he done enough? The crowd will tell you if he has. He has, you know, because the crowd will tell you it's high and it's over the bar. It's a 1-point game in Aughrim. It's 1-9 to Blessington, 1-8 to Rathnew. Just, you know, Owen Doyle has the measure of his man in there. You'd wonder if Blessington might think about a bit of a switch.
but it was Toby Curran again. You said
right to win that.
He's had a huge impact on this game since he's come in. He's probably carried the ball or got on the ball more than any other Rathnew player in the last 20 minutes.
Ball goes to that side of the field again. It's Adam Byrne, just spills from his grasp. Toby Curran picks this one up. They're not happy underneath me. They're saying that there was a touch on the ground. It's Owen Doyle now out in front of his man again. Turns, steps inside. Little dummy back on his left foot. Kicks this one all across the goal. It's dangerous. It's Stafford. It's wide. It's wide. It's a hand on it from Stafford. He wanted a 45, but it was one of those. It was really dangerous. But it's, you know, the Blessington kick out. They keep going stand side here and they're getting absolutely. I know Adam Byrne and Toby Curran are not two of the biggest men in the world, but they're absolutely eating up all those
they are. They're attacking these kickouts. It was Ollie Byrne that time. He spilled from his hands, but it was Toby Curran that won the breaking ball again, you know, to create another scoring chance, but another wide for Rathnew.
Ball is kicked long here from Rob Gilligan. This time he comes to this side of the field. Huge kick and it's all over everyone. William Morehouse does enough to go back and read it really well. Morehouse has a look up, gets the ball inside to Sam O'Dowd. O'Dowd looks to take on Craig Maguire. Maguire tries to break the tackle. It's a free. The referee playing under advantage gets the ball back to Theo Smith. Smith fires that ball in looking for Stafford. There's a boot on it from the Blessington backs there. They just don't know, but the ball falls to Eddie Doyle. Doyle, snapshot by Doyle, taken by Rob Gilligan in the goal back there. It looked like a late hit. It didn't look like that much, but it looked like a late hit in there on the goalie. The goalie is on the ground. Rob Gilligan wasn't happy with that tackle from James Stafford. Play away, says the referee. He's obviously mic'd up, but he's not. Yeah, there was a little bit in it, but there wasn't that much. Away comes Paul McLaughlin with the ball. McLaughlin is tackled by Theo Smith. Up the field come Blessington. They look to try and get deep out of their own half. It doesn't look like the movement. It's a loose pass again. Toby Curran has the ball, gets it inside. James Stafford was in there. What a save and tackle back there by Jack Gilligan. Gets the ball to Anton McLaughlin. McLaughlin now charges up the field with the ball. Blessington need a score from this, I would imagine. Ball is outside as they come raiding down the field. They carry the ball into enemy territory, but again it's a good tackle by Adam Byrne. Does enough to strip the ball from the Blessington man. Brilliant turnover from Rathnew, and away they come with the ball. It's a seesaw game. Markin has gone out the window here. There's players loose everywhere. Sam O'Dowd has the ball. He pops it outside to Conor Lenihan. Lenihan now comes raiding, wearing number 18. He's playing a corner back. Gets the ball to Sam O'Dowd. O'Dowd hangs it up in the Aughrim air. It's dangerous. It's come away. It's gone off for a 45.
Yeah, another big chance for Rathnew, you know, and like they're the ones that are creating all the scores. Ollie Byrne was absolutely excellent there winning that turnover. See, actually James Stafford's after picking up a yellow card here, probably for that last one. that we were talking about a few minutes ago. But like Ollie Byrne, absolutely excellent as well. Dispossessing Jordan McGar when he looked like that McGar had got away on him. You know, it's end-to-end stuff here at the moment, and you're right. I think Blessington needed a score there. Rathnew get the next score. Their tails are going to be really up. We're probably 5 minutes
and
plus.
Said that, you know, you're talking 5 minutes plus here. Rathnew are going for the jugular here. They've had chances there to maybe go for scores there with them. They're looking for Stafford on that ball to try and put a nail in this Blessington team.
Yeah, and I think that's it. They know the damage a goal will do at this stage.
Owen Doyle kicks this 45, but this one has drifted to the left of the post and wide as well. Another wide for Rathnew, very unusual. They've 8 wides now clocked up here. It's not what they would have wanted. Number 17, Jack Cotter, is coming in.
Substitution on the board by team. Number 17.
Jack Cotter comes on for Kevin Hanlon. I think the man on the microphone down there has made a huge boo-boo. That's what the booing was for. He said the substitution on the bottom last team.
Yeah, that's right, Ed.
It didn't go down well at all. Off comes Kevin Hanlon, the captain for Jack Cotter. We have Curtis Gerrahy warming up down underneath us as well. This game is in the melting pot. Again, it's Ollie Byrne reacts quickest. Martin Shannon is there. Legs on the ball, breaks as far as Sean Coffey. Shannon gets to it eventually. Passes it to Jack Cotter just in. Cotter has a look. He sizes up his options. Again, there's pressure on him. Rathnew do really well to push up on him. He needs support. Gets it to Jack Gilligan. Gilligan gets the ball to Paul McLaughlin. McLaughlin goes across his own 45. There's no one back there now. Conal O'Gallagher comes forward the ball and gets it to Martin Shannon. Shannon will carry this one forward. He looks to run at Sean Coffey. Coffey sizes him up. Owen Keogh gets the ball, gives it back to Martin Shannon. Shannon is stopped in his tracks by the Rathnew defence again. He needs support. Owen Keogh over there. Paul McLaughlin comes to him. Gets the ball back as far as Jack Cotter. Cotter gets the ball to Craig Maguire and he gets it out as far as Jack Gilligan. They look to manufacture a score here. They're still a point to the good, the Blessington men. It's 1-9 to Blessington. It's 1-8 to Rathnew. 26 and a half minutes on the clock. Long ball inside to Mikey O'Connor. Brilliantly stripped off and by Conor Lennon. Oh, that's brilliant back play by Lenihan there. Does really well. Gets the ball to William Morehouse and he comes away down the field with the ball. They look to get hands on him. It's kicked there though. Foot on it from Conal O'Gallagher. Oh, it's popped up nicely to James Stafford. Stafford's away. He's bearing down on goal. The big man from Rathnew shoots and blasts it high and blasts it over the bar. We're level here in Aughrim. It could have been a goal. It's a point. It's a level game and it's 27 minutes on the clock. We have 3+ injuries left. This game is anyone's.
Yeah, it surely is, like, you know, and I think Stafford, he said, right, let's kick it as hard as I can. If it goes over, it goes over. The last thing he wanted was the goalie actually to save it and give Blessington a lift, like with a chance to get back level.
The game is level. Curtis Gerrahy is in for Dan Silk Featherstone. The kick out is Rob Gilligan's. Possession vital now here in Aughrim. Long ball down the field taken by Craig Maguire, but hops out of his grasp. Maguire does really well to take it at the second of them. Gives the ball to Owen Keogh. Keogh gets it to Martin Shannon. Back into Owen Keogh. Little hand pass off and it's Jack Cotter will take this one forward. Curtis Gerrahy just in, demands the ball. Experienced player. Experience is what they need now. It's a loose looking foot pass. That's not what they needed, but Craig Maguire is there. Maguire picks up this one, does enough and gets the ball out as far as Jack Gilligan. Here come Blessington. Can they manufacture a score? Will Rathnew hold tight here? We're just heading for the 28th minute here in the Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship final in Aughrim. The ball is out on the far side in the hands of Jack Cotter. Tired bodies, tired legs everywhere. Tired minds now is probably more of a danger. Ball is out to the far side to Jordan McGar. Is high, but it's gone to the right and the post the wide and a chance gone a begging. There probably was another bit of a build up in that one for me.
Yeah, and like that's what Blessington's actually first wide in the second half, you know, and because of all the pressure that Rathnew were putting on them.
Kieron Coffey comes in for his brother Sean in the middle of the field. Straight forward, the referee, the player hasn't left the field, so we'll have to go again. But this kick out now with a minute and a half plus injuries to go, it's whoever gets their hands on this one, Podge.
Yeah, I think, you know, I think the next score, there might only be one more score, you know, depending on injury time, but the next score could be the winning of the game.
Kick out goes long from Ronan Doyle down the field. Ball breaks in the middle of the field. It's won by the man just in. Kieron Coffey does well. A long, dangerous looking ball in for Ronan Doyle. Doyle out in front. Oh, just about stripped from. That was 50-50. It just lucky it landed in the hands of the Blessington man. Surely a foul on the Blessington defender there. There was a foul on the Blessington.
Yeah.
Oh, on such moments, a break like that, it's just look. You know, to be fair, he put himself there.
Yeah.
And
Doyle felt that he actually had the ball in his hands and But anyway, Blessington come away with it again.
A long hand pass from Paul McLaughlin to his brother Anto. Looks to cut inside John Aughrim. He does. Gets the ball to Paul McLaughlin. McLaughlin needs options. One of them is Curtis Gerry. Gerry gets a sniff but cuts back outside. He's seen the red and green jerseys converging. He looked to transfer. Was there a pullback there? And Kevin Quinn knows the referee Kieron Kenny. He has look at his watch as the ball is in the hands of Anto McLaughlin. They look to just tease out this Rathnew defence. Can they find an opening? A lot of tired bodies here. Martin Shannon probably has fresher legs than some. Gives the ball over to Curtis Gerry, over to Jack Cotter. The three substitutes combine. Jordan McGar's over there, cuts back inside, has a look. This time he takes on Adam Byrne. Byrne has taken him on all day. It's been a real intriguing battle. It goes through the hands. Mikey O'Connor gets the ball to Kevin Quinn. There'll be 3 minutes of injury time. Time is just up. We'll have 3 more minutes of this to see can we find a winner. It's Jack Cotter on the ball. He has a look. Blessington in possession. Will they look to eke out the clock and have the last shot? Maybe. It's a dangerous game to play. As we can see, there's just tired bodies everywhere. There's only one man up for Rathnew. That man is Owen Doyle. Everyone is back. It's all hands at the pump. Here comes Jack Gilligan. Little pocket of space opens up in front of Gilligan. He tries to go into it, but cuts down along the sideline. Gets the ball to Kevin Quinn. Quinn slips, cuts back inside. His man slips again, but there's a man free inside. It's Owen Keogh. Keogh tries to break 2-3 tackles. Huge numbers around him there from Rathnew. Rathnew have turned it over, and away they come as Jamie Snell kicks the ball long down to Stafford. Stafford takes it 50 yards out from his own goal, looks for Owen Doyle. A long ball up to Doyle. Sam O'Dowd is on the move. Oh, brilliant tackle by Stephen Bowen. What a tackle, what a hand in there. Oh, the referee has given the ball. It's a hand all day in, and the Rathnew lads are not happy there, but that's a hand all day in. You can see it as clear as day from the corner back. It has to be you'd imagine it has to be a Blessington ball, and he's not happy. The linesman there, there's lots of Rathnew lads not happy with him. I don't know who Kieron Kenny is talking to, because I don't know who else's view he can trust here, because he'll have to go with his linesman. He can't overturn this one. He's in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, he is. Like, you know, I looked at it again on the replay there, and it does look like that Stephen Bowen knocked the ball out over the sideline, all right, but like sometimes you think it could come off the forward as well. But to tell you the truth, that tackle was very, very important, because I think Rathnew were away there. He's going to throw it in because... Yeah, well...
Yeah, look, but he either makes a decision or he doesn't. He either goes with his linesman or he doesn't. It's one way or the other. Yeah. You know, he's going to throw it in. It is thrown in. The ball breaks and away comes Stephen Bowen with this one. Bowen is fouled and now he has his free. But at the end of the day, it should have been a line ball to Rathnew. Away comes Paul McLaughlin up the field. We've a minute of normal time to go here. Chance for McLaughlin as he solos for Curtis Gerry. He cuts inside him. He needs support. Martin Shannon is that support. Takes it into contact. Breaks the tackle. Gives it back to Paul McLaughlin. Paul McLaughlin gets the ball into Kevin Quinn. Doesn't do Quinn any favours with that one. As he tries to get up off the ground, he can't. Look to be picked off the ground. There's a hand in from Martin Shannon. Gary Byrne spills possession. Ball is in the hands of Kevin Quinn. Quinn is fouled and it's a free in to the Blessington men. Oh, it's just tired football, Podge. There's lots of lads with their hands on that lad. It broke away. Kevin Quinn goes to ground and it's a free in. And this is a huge moment in the 2023 Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship Final.
Yeah, the amount of turnovers there in about 30 seconds. You know, players getting the ball, a tackle coming in, dispossessing them. You know, it's like we're heading now bang on 33 minutes. You know, this could be, we're talking about the last, the most will be is another minute in the game. Look, this could be it.
If this doesn't go over, we're looking at a replay. If it does go over, is there one more play in it? It's Anto McLaughlin. He's pretty central in Aughrim. He's hit it a hell of a kick as it coming in. It's gone to the right of the post and it's gone wide. It looked like it was in. Oh, they're arguing. Kieron Kenny was positioned well enough. Anto McLaughlin is sure that ball is over the bar. We're going to have a draw here in Aughrim in this.
Yeah, he's sure to blow the final whistle now.
Kick goes long down the field and it's all over. We have a draw here in Aughrim. And the referee, the linesman, is still under siege here a little bit, but linesman shouldn't walk down there in my book now. He should just walk away because...
Well, he should go into the referee is where he should be heading. Yeah. But anyway, it's...
But all happened in those last few minutes. We've had two serious ends to two games this weekend and it's all happened here. It's a level game. It's a draw in Aughrim. I don't know what to say. I think both teams probably deserve. Rathnew will be kicking themselves. They kicked a huge amount of wides when they were on top. Blessington pretty much took every chance they had, to be fair. They came in, like Blessington played for 2 10-minute periods at the start of each half. Rathnew got the better of them then over the course of the 2 20-minute periods, probably at the end of the half. And it's who's seen it out the best. Both teams have seen it out the best. You're going to have another day out here.
Yeah, 7 wides in the second half for Rathnew, like they did. They dominated possession after that kind of 10-minute spell where Blessington had at the start of the second half. But, and you're right, Blessington nearly took every chance bar that last one, and the wide that Jordan McGarr kicked, they were their only 2 wides in the second half.
Yeah, so we've came, a draw in a county final is always like a bit of an anti-climax, I find, as well. But we're going to have another day out. We're going to see these 2 fantastic teams going toe to toe. The other thing that this means is Jody Merrigan will be back from suspension the next day, which will give Rathnew a huge boost.
Yeah, like he is. He'll be another important player for them, really. It's because he starts, and that means whoever doesn't start ahead of him is fresh legs coming in for when they need them. So it just gives them one more option.
So, the crowd is just standing around here now. It's like everyone has had their...
Yeah, well, all the players aren't leaving the field either. I see the county chairman out there as well, so...
Well, the finals are... No, it goes to a replay on the final. That I do know.
The match will now be replayed at dates that will be announced during the week.
Yeah, well, that's standard. It shouldn't be anyone. Yeah.
I don't know why there's a big ooh out and ah to the crowd, because that's just known. That's fact. Yeah, what I mean, and it has been everywhere. So we're going to go back and assess this one. We're going to have another day out. We thought we were getting near the end of our stream and our commentary. We'll have another day out. We hope you'll join us again. Thanks to everyone here who helped out. It's been another helter-skelter day. It's been a real huge day of football. Our huge weekend of football, thrills and spills galore. You can probably look back on those games. I'm sure you can get them on the live stream. But again, thanks to everyone for tuning in. We're level here in Aughrim at full time, 1-9 apiece, Blessington and Rathnew. We'll be back with the replay next weekend. Whenever we get to date, we'll talk to you then. Thanks a million.